It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Levis back to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Levis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's got his target.
Bro, whatever, dog.
He's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Levis sets up to throw here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Levis has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right 5-4. Odd. 19.
Here's Levis. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Diamond. And like 13.
Levis to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Like 13. Like 13. 19.
Levis from the gun. Going to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back to throw, it's Levis. His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Harris running straight ahead. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Levis looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and sneak it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Kevontae Turpin now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 6-0 our score after 1.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Walker is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13.
Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So probably... compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Like 54, like 54. And 18. Inside.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, It actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Like 50, Diamond.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Like 13, like 13.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second and a couple.
Hold on, like 90.
They'll set up to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And it's Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You got to keep scoring.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Burrow changing things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
2nd and 19 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. To Allen on the dump off. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
180.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
180. Hot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow will throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2nd and 10.
49, right?
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Like 13, like 13. Stop there, decide.
Levis back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
8-yard pickup. And the Steeler first down.
22 Linda, 22 Linda.
Now Levis. Here's one deep for Pickens. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On, like 49. 18. 54 meters.
Back to throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Tracy, set up. 18. Decide.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
Bro, whatever, like, what?
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
180. Rise up. Eleven. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking deep here for Chase. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
What is that?
Now a toss play. Allen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they run it well here to start the second half.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Like 13, like 13. 13. Touch. 22 window, 22 window.
Here's Levis. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Here's Allen. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Burrow looking to pass. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow going to change things up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. So no gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Mike 19.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Levis to throw off play action. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Up the middle they run. it's Walker. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
On, Mike 49. 19. Set.
Levis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Toss left side for Walker. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Mike 0. Mike 0.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
On, Mike 90. 19.
But they go play action. Here's Levis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Mike 5-4. Tracy. Set up. Hey, I'm back. I'm back.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Allen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Dahad. 180.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. We're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
At the 39-yard line.
11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, take. 11, 11, 11, 11. Dahad.
Now it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
180. 180.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Levis from the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bengals take over first and 10.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
12, 12, 12.
Play action. It's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Get set. Right, 80. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go. Right, 80. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the
12, 12, 12.
line.
Stop.
Now Allen. And he lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
11, empty. 11,
Now Burrow changing the look.
Third and goal.
Stop.
Williams again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Kyron Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll look to run forward with Williams. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
154, like 54.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
43-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Like 54, like 54.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Like 46, like 46.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
And the Steelers first down.
Like 49. Like 49.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Like 0. Like 0. 18.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise and really willed his guys to the victory.
So for the Steelers, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.